Proverbs 18:10. It says, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous man runs into it and is safe." Typically how I study the Bible, I'll meditate on it, I'll dig into the words, and so let's do that just for a few moments. The names represents what? When we talk about the name of God, what are we talking about anyway? His character. So we're saying the character of the Lord. The word Lord, notice in the Old Testament, all capital letters for the word Lord. It's his personal name that is found in Exodus 3:14. When God revealed himself to Moses, he said, "I am that I am." So we could say Yahweh, personal name for God. We're talking about intimacy with God. So the name or the character of the Lord is a strong tower. So they would have these towers within these fortified cities, and they became strategic places of not only protection that you could run to for protection, but also perspective. Military perspective, so you could win the battle. But it was also not just protection and perspective, but a place of pleasure. Certainly you could see for miles from this tower. How many have ever been to Hyatt Regency downtown, up in the restaurant at the top? A lot of fun. You can see over the whole valley, 360 degrees, because it circles around as you're eating there, and you can see the whole valley. So certainly very pleasurable up there. But this is what these towers represent: perspective, protection, pleasure, certainly. And it says this: the righteous man runs into it and is safe. Who's the righteous man anyway? That's you and I who have a relationship with God by grace through faith in Christ Jesus. So people who have this relationship, they run into this tower and find safety there. That's what he's saying here. And so let me ask you this question. So where do you run? Where do you run when things are getting difficult in your life? If you could be more self-aware, you would see that you go somewhere, to someone, to something, to help you to deal with the stress, the anxiety, the worry in your life. We all tend to do that. And it's saying here, those that have a relationship with God, they run to God. Now, those of us that are righteous, that have this right relationship with God, we have a relationship with him, we don't just run to him in bad times, we run to him in good times. We run to him in bad times because he's bigger than any problem that we'll ever face. But we also run to him in good times because he's better than all the pleasures in this world. So the righteous man runs to it, this strong tower, and is safe. That's a promise. You can bank on it. It's an amazing promise. Now let's take this next couple verses, Psalm 9 and 10. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know his name will trust in him because he has never forsaken those who seek him. Let's walk through this. So the Lord, once again, all capital letters, personal name for God, Yahweh, is a stronghold. I said refuge because I memorized it in the NIV, New International Version. It's the same word the second time too, where he says stronghold in times of trouble. So refuge for the oppressed. The word oppressed means crushed. Have you ever been crushed by life? Yeah, we all have from time to time. It's overwhelming. It crushes us. And then he goes on, a stronghold in times of trouble, difficulties, pain, sorrow, problems. And those who know your name, there's the word name once again, know his character, put their trust in you. The word know here is more than information. It is intimacy with God. So it's one thing to know God. It's altogether another thing to experience God. So not only do you need to know the attributes of God, the nature of God, the character of God, you need to know that, and that needs to be intellectually coherent, but this word goes beyond that intellectual coherency of the character qualities of God. It's existential, compelling, it's experiential, captivating, that you just don't know about God. You have an experience of God on your heart. You know him. You interact with him. You have relationship with him. And there's nothing better on this planet than to have a relationship with God. That's what he's saying here. Those who know your name put their trust in you.